All right, so we've covered the to and usted commands. Now we just need to talk about the subjunctive, which is very similar to the usted and ustedes and -to commands. So the subjunctive is going to be, you're going to take the yo form of the verb again. So comer would be como. It's an ER verb, note that. I'm going to get rid of that O, and because it's an ER verb, I'm going to be using the AR verb chart on my endings, and that's it. So the subjunctive forms of comer would be coma, comas, coma, comamos, and coman. Does anybody notice that this is an O there, yet I put an A? Well, if I put an O, it would be the stinking flat same thing as the yo form of comer. So this sets it apart. So this and this are going to be the same every time, which gives me the same problem that I have with the imperfect in the yo and the la and usted form. So it's better when you say things like yo or ella or Martha or Juan or whatever, that you actually kind of put a name or a pronoun in front of these so that it kind of clarifies who you're talking about, because otherwise who are we talking about, right? Okay, so that is the normal subjunctive, which is great. You should know it, easy to go. There are 6 irregulars, and here they are. Here are 3. I've got dar, which is de, des, de, demos, then. You'll notice there's an accent here. That's only so that we don't get it in confused with its cousin de. So we've got the accent there to help us. So de, des, de, demos, den. Este, estes, este, estemos, estén. I've got an accent on everything but the yo form here. That's the end of my accents. Then I've got ir, which is going to be vaya, vayas, vaya, vayamos, and vayan. And I didn't spell that where you could actually see it. So there is vayamos. Okay, and here's the next one. Okay, so here I've got haber, haya, hayas, haya, hayamos, hayan, saber, sepa, sepas, sepa, sepamos, sepan, and ser, sea, seas, sea, seamos, sean. Okay, so that's my irregulars. And by the way, y'all want to talk about haber real quick? Almost always the answer is going to be this one right here. The only time I'm using the rest of these, this is what I'm saying, I hope that there's a boat there. I hope that there's lots of people there or whatever. The only way that I would use the rest of these if I said, it's good that we have studied. Okay? Or that we are going to study. Hayamos studied, sorry. Estudiados. There. Okay? Okay, so I've got other kinds of weird irregulars as well, though, and that's going to be my Kargar and Czar. Same old, same old. So it's going to be que, ques, que, quemos, and ken. This one is going to be ge, ges, ge, gemos, gen. The Sharpie is very strong. And then Czar is going to be se, ses, se, semos, sen. Don't forget good old escoger, the dirty bird. This one is going to be ha, has, ha, hamos, and han. And then I've got all my go verbs. Poner, which would be ponga, tener, tenga, diga, haga, salga, venga, oiga. I'm sure there's more that I can't think of right now. But those are some popular ones. So, and then I would make my chart with the rest. So, ponga, pongas, ponga, pongamos, pongan, tenga, tengas, tenga, tengamos, tengan. One of the things that I've seen y'all do is y'all go a step further. Y'all see this, y'all see tener, And then you're like, oh, that's tanga. Oh, that's GA, which is GAR. And then you switch it back over. That's not right. The verb is tener. So I'm never going to be doing this gar ending, okay? So tanga, tangas, tanga, tengamos, tanga. Okay? So that's the go verbs. That's my weird escoger. I've got my cargar and zar. I've got my irregulars that I just showed you. And then the last thing we need to talk about, and I've run out of paper, beautiful pink paper, is going to be the stem changers. So I've got okay, so I've got my stem changers. I've got AR, ER, and IR type, right? The AR, ERs are pretty easy. The stem is not going to change in the nosotros form, but the IR, the stem changes in the nosotros form, and it changes to some crazy weird way. So let's do this first. So I'm going to have juegue, juegues, juegue, and then it's going to be juguemos. Okay, so it's pretty predictable. The stem is not going to change in the nosotros form only, okay? And this is your different types. I've got U to UE, O to UE, which is basically the same thing. I've got E to I and E to IE. There are no E to I's up here, by the way. They're only down here. So, empezar is going to be empiece, and then empecemos. And then pensar is going to be piense, and then pensemos. Obviously, piense, pienses, piense, pensemos, piensen. But I'm giving you the differences between yo and nosotros right here. All right, ER, same thing. Entienda, and then entendamos. No stem change on the nosotros form. And then mover, that's an O to UE, so it'd be mueva, and then movamos. Got it? Now with the with the IRs only and the stem changers, then I'm going to have, okay, so I've got, let's see, pedir. I got preferir. And I've got morir. This is an O to UE. This is an E to I. And this is an E to IE. So, obviously it's going to be the second one that I changed. So, prefiera. And then on these two right here, the two that have two vowels in the stem, you're only going to take with you the first one on the nosotros only. Everything else is going to be normal. I'm going to do E to IE, prefiera, prefieras, prefiera, prefieran. And then right here, it's going to be prefieramos. So I'm changing the stem of the nosotros on these, but only to the first vowel in the little stem change directions there. This one only has one vowel, so that's easy. So it would be pida, pidas, pida, pidamos, and then pidan. And then morir would be muera for the yo form, mueras, muera, muramos, and then mueran. Okay? So that is it for the subjunctive. Please study all these. It's not that hard to get, but there's a lot of stuff. Make sure you got it straight. Make sure you know what your 2 affirmative commands look like, because that's the stuff that it's been a while since we've seen it. Otherwise, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.